Hi everybody, my name is Darcy. I'm a paparazzi independent consultant. This is my very first ever YouTube video on anything, so bear with me, I'm just a little nervous. I'm sure that those of you that have been selling for a little while know how the nerves can sometimes get you, so I'm going to try my best to be a little entertaining and not show my nerves quite so much. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about becoming a consultant and what to do in the first few weeks from the time that you order your kit until after your first live sale. I ordered my kit in November 20th of 2017. It is now only January 18th of 2018, so a little over 2 months from the day that I actually ordered my kit. I'm sitting here talking to you about this. I had some questions to begin with, and although my sponsor is great, she couldn't answer everything. I've spent 2 months learning things the easy way and the hard way. The biggest help that I found was YouTube videos. You can't watch enough YouTube videos. There are girls out there that have been doing this for years, and they know exactly what they're doing. The problem that I found with that was when I watch a video, it seems to just jump right in, start here, when I'm only here. I couldn't really find a whole lot to show me from the very beginning of what do you do immediately after you order your kit. So that's what I'm going to tell you. This is my journey. I'm going to try to do a whole series of videos that might help you, and this will be my journey. You all are going to have a different journey than I do. Hopefully yours will be, although mine is great, hopefully yours will be just a little bit better, and hopefully I can help you out along the way a little bit. I will post information of email addresses and that type of thing, so that if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I became a consultant because my sponsor, I was watching her shows. I found myself spending $50, $75 a week on jewelry, and I'm sure you all know why. I love this jewelry. I absolutely love it. I have never in my life looked up any type of a direct sales. I had no interest in selling. But I loved the way the jewelry looked, and I loved how excited I got when I got that package in the mail that she sent me after the show. I wanted to spread that around to some of my friends and bring some of my friends this joy that I had once a week when that pink paparazzi package came in my name. So I took the plunge. I became a consultant. If you're thinking about it, if you have not yet joined, I just want to tell you a few things. Paparazzi is great. Their commission that they give out to us is 45%, which is huge. That is a huge commission. If you order, when you place your orders for inventory, if you order $100 or more at one time, they don't charge you any shipping. You are charged taxes when you purchase. So it is up to you whether you want to charge your customers that tax or not charge your customers that tax. We paid $275 for the jewelry. We sell it for $5. With taxes, each piece comes out to roughly $3.05. Again, that is your choice. I, at this point, am not. But I'm finding that 30 cents on every piece, that's a pretty big profit loss. At some point I might, and I'll let you guys know if I do, at some point I might start charging the taxes, but it's a whole lot easier to just collect a $5 bill from somebody than it is for them to dig around in their purse for that extra 30 cents. So again, and that is completely up to you. The other amazing thing about paparazzi that you don't find with other direct sales is that there are no quotas, no forced goals. The only, and it's not really a goal, the only thing that you need to do is have 50 PV points, which is personal volume points, in a month in order to stay active. And by active, I mean if you have consultants underneath you that you are trying to collect a commission from, you have to be active. 50 PV points is only 25. You have to order 25 pieces of jewelry a month. You get 2 points for every piece that you order. So in order to stay active and collect underneath you, you have to have your 50 points. But If you're not worried about collecting on anybody else underneath you, if you don't have any commissions to collect, then you don't have to worry about that. Although, I don't know how could anybody not order the 25 pieces a month, even if you're ordering for yourself. They don't tell you that you have to have a certain amount a year. They don't tell you you have to have a certain amount a month. There obviously are incentives for you to do that if you choose to, but you do not have to. Selling this stuff is fun. I can't tell you how much fun this is for me. I have met so many new people, and again, remember, 2 months. I've been in this 2 months. I have met so many people from all over the United States, and I've been able to sell to them, and I've been able to make them happy, and they send me pictures. They send me photos of them wearing the jewelry and smiling and happy, which is amazing. For me, that is why I do this. Again, not for the money, not for the income, although the income is great. I do this because it makes women feel good. It makes them pretty. The friends, though, some of these, and when they send me a message and say, you're wonderful, you're awesome, thank you so much, it's just, you have to live it to understand. You have to live it. If you're thinking of becoming a consultant, and as I said, I'm going to tell you about my journey, so I'm going to mention this. I wasn't really told when I started, other than we have the $99 kit and the $2.99 and the $4.99 kit. You can buy any one you want. And I thought, well, I don't know if this is going to work because I'm really not a salesperson. So I said, I want to invest $99 in this. And I did. And a week later or so, my package came to me, and it had 35 pieces in it. And I think this month they're running a special. You get 40 pieces in the $99 starter kit. But I had my 35 pieces, and I had booked a night for a live. So from the time I ordered my kit, I was pumping up my friends. Listen, and they send you a photo album of the things that you're receiving, so you know what pieces you're gonna get. So I put my pictures everywhere. This is coming in, I'm gonna have this for sale, it's only $5. I had my friends all psyched up. So my kit came in, and I was so excited, I had the live party that night, and I sold every single piece of my kit. And people wanted more. I said, I gotta stop. This is all I have, and people wanted to keep going, and I had no other inventory. That night, I collected my money, and I made an order on Paparazzi, and I put every dime right back into it, and I made an order. Well, because it was so close to Christmas, it took 2 weeks for that package to get here. So I had my live, and then nothing for 2 weeks. And everybody was excited. Everybody was happy to see what was going on. And so I had my live and didn't get another package for 2 weeks. They were backed up for the Christmas. So I was kind of bummed. And now we were getting closer to Christmas, and I'm thinking, oh man, I got all these pieces coming. People are probably done their Christmas shopping by now. Nobody's gonna buy the jewelry. I placed an order for 50 or 60 pieces. And again, I put it everywhere. I put my photos out everywhere. I've got this coming in. It'll be here soon. I'm going to do another live. Second time, second show, sold every piece. A week before Christmas, I sold every piece. So I decided at that point I should probably take 100% of my profit, again, roll it over, and maybe add a little bit of my own, which I did, and you don't have to do. This is again, my journey. This is how I made it work for me. So I rolled a little bit more over into it from my own income. I was told that January was going to be a bad month. I was told that you're not going to make any sales in January, you're not going to really make any sales in February, June and July are bad months. All right, we'll ride it out. I mean, I'm going to have a wall full of jewelry, and I'll just keep showing. Just do what I do, and I'm going to keep showing. I've sold so much jewelry, and today is halfway through the month, and I have bags, $100 bags sitting in the corner, 7 of them right now that I need to send out. I have not seen it drop. I've only seen it climb. So what I want to tell you is, first of all, this works. It works to the point where here I am, this little shy girl from Vermont, sitting in front of a camera talking to you about how you can make it work too. My girls, my children, I have 2 girls that have actually signed up to sell because they saw how much fun it was. So they've signed up and they're doing very well themselves. So again, this is my journey. If you are the kits. So I would suggest, if you can, the $99 kit is wonderful. It's cheap to get you started, but you're going to run out of jewelry. You're going to run out of jewelry faster than you can order it in. The bigger kits have more in them. The bigger kits have enough jewelry in them to last you at least 2 and maybe 3 to 4 parties. If you can afford to go with one of the bigger kits when you start, do it. Do it, because then you're not going to be waiting and holding your breath and having to skip a week of parties because you don't have the inventory in yet. If you're a new consultant and you've just joined, and now what do I do? What do I do? I've just barely signed up on the website. What do I do? First of all, I want to tell you, huge, read the rules. I did not read the rules. There are things that you cannot do. There are very few things that you cannot do, but there are a few. The big one is you cannot show a piece of jewelry on eBay or Craigslist or anywhere and sell it for $5. You can advertise your Facebook page, you can advertise your group, but you cannot advertise individual pieces for sale. That is a big one. Another big one is, I have actually found on Facebook, you can find ISO paparazzi groups. So if another consultant is looking for something for a customer that they don't have, they can post it in these groups. You cannot sell paparazzi jewelry to anybody, not even another consultant, for less than $5. You can actually lose your consultant number for that. Those are the 2 huge ones. So make sure that you read the rules. The very first thing that you do is read the rules of paparazzi so that you understand them fully before you do something wrong. If you get caught doing something wrong, they will take your consultant number. So you've ordered your kit, and now you're really excited and you can't wait for it to get here. What do you do in the meantime? As soon as you sign up, you have access to your online website. Paparazzi gives you a free website. www.paparazziaccessories.com / and then your consultant ID number. Anybody can shop at that website. If you're going to shop, make sure you go on your back door. But anybody, so you can start directing people right to your website and they can begin buying. Another thing that you can do is, I call it a bling bash. So I started a Facebook party, and it lasted a week, of things that I know are probably going to be available in a week, still on the Paparazzi website. And so I put in games and fun and prizes and whatever, and took pictures off the website. And I did the blockbusters, because the blockbusters generally stay around a little while. If you need help figuring out what jewelry stays longer than others, again, send me an email message on Facebook. My name is Darcy Westman on Facebook. If you need help figuring it out, just send me a message and I'll help you. But anyway, so before I even got my kit, I was selling jewelry in my Bling Bash on Facebook. You can do this through a back office party, which, and again, later on in another video I'll explain. But for the most part, it's like any other company that you see selling products. You start a Facebook page and you just show what you have for sale, and people come in and buy. You start that with your friends. Put photos. When you order your kit, photos everywhere. Bring your pictures to work with you, print them out, put them online. You can't tell enough people. And some will be interested and some won't. But don't not do it just because you're afraid. Put it everywhere. And you do have access to those photos as soon as you order your starter kit. So when I first started, everybody said, oh, you have to have a closed group, and it has to be, for paparazzi. And I have my closed group, and it's a closed group. How are you going to get new customers? You're not. You're not going to get new customers in a closed group. I started on my personal page. I did my videos on my personal page. You have to involve your friends first. Nobody else is going to find you. So involve your friends. And the only way to do that is to get started on your personal page. After a couple of weeks, you can move it over to a closed group page. Since then, I have taken all of my advertising off my personal page and put it onto my group page because I have people in there now, but I still do my lives on my personal page. That's really only 2 videos a week that are going through my news feed, and then my friends that really aren't interested aren't seeing a whole lot of advertising that they don't care about, but they're only having to see the 2 videos every week. So that's been working for me. Once you have enough customers, and I think I started at about 30. Once I had 30 people that were interested, I started another separate business page. I did not close it, so people can search for it, people can find it, people can come in. Last week, I had some of my regulars, ones that have been with me since the beginning and order every week, started talking about a VIP page. I said, great, I'll make a VIP page. My VIP page is closed. You only can come there if you're invited by somebody else that is in the group or myself. And that's working really great because I'm doing my box parties on my VIP page. And by box party, I mean when I get inventory in, like today, I'll start a video in my VIP page, and the girls that are they're my special customers, and they get to see first the jewelry that I have received, and then they have first chance to buy at it. And that gets them very excited. 99% of the time, I sell at least half of my box, if not more, just in my VIP group. And then I move from there and do the showing on my live page, either that night or the next night. I do two times a week. I do 2 lives a week. The reason I do 2 lives a week, I do one during the week nights when everybody's home. Everybody's home from work. They're kind of settling down. I do it at 7 o'clock at night. Pretty much everybody's got their kids fed and everything by then. I have a really good turnout. I also do them on Saturday nights. Saturday nights gets me the crowd that doesn't go out anymore. They're at home, they're looking for something to entertain them on a Saturday night, and it's free to watch one of these parties. So I have good showing at both of my lives have decent. I'm not going to say good because I'm not up there yet, but I have 40 to 50 girls that come in and out of my parties on Thursday and Saturday nights. And remember, I've only been doing this for 2 months. I started with I'm not the kind of girl that has friends either. I had maybe 30 friends on my entire Facebook page. So for me, that's big. I don't have a friends list of 1,000 people that I could show this to. I have very few friends. So that worked for me. I talk to a lot of girls now that say, I can't sell. And I say, well, why can't you sell? Let's talk about this. Let's figure out what you're doing wrong. The biggest thing I get is, and I can't believe it, but people say to me, well, I'm too nervous to do a live. I get it. My first live, I was very excited, but all that day, I felt like I was going to throw up all day. I was so nervous. Prepare. Practice. I don't know if you know this, but you can actually turn on your iPhone, if you have an iPhone, to set up a live video on Facebook that only you can see. So put the camera in front of you 5, 10, 20 times. Turn it on and do a show that nobody can see. Rewatch the video and say, well, this I can improve, that I can improve. Nobody likes to see themselves on camera. Nobody. I hate it. I have a medical condition that causes me to slur. I'm not very attractive. I'm not, but I don't care. I sell this jewelry anyway. It's amazing. The support that you get. It's amazing how good it makes you feel about yourself. So practice on your live videos. People are not looking at you. They're looking at your jewelry. They're there to see your jewelry. Life happens all around, all the time. We are not actors. We're not professionals. We are regular ladies sitting down in front of the camera, showing our product that we love. Your excitement is what is going to sell this, as well as the beauty of it, but your excitement. I've seen people say, I have this ring, and it's gold, Get excited. Get excited. Get excited about it. Look at this. Look at the, my lights aren't on, but look at the beautiful flower in this rose gold ring. Isn't that gorgeous? Put it on. Try it on. Show them how it looks on. Tell them how comfortable this is and that it doesn't pinch and that it's a stretchy band. Go slow. Let them see it. Don't be rushing trying to get everything done. The other thing that I've seen a few consultants do is after 5 or 6 pieces showing, you can tell they're getting a little upset because it's not selling. Don't get upset because it's not selling. Get excited because the 5 people that are there shared this on their website, on their timeline, and because of those 5 people, 10 more people are probably going to see your video. So even if you're not selling, get excited because every time you show live, you're going to get a new customer. Every time. That customer is going to watch you a couple of shows. 9 times out of 10, they have to get to know you. They have to get to know your personality. They have to see that you love what you're selling, and then they will love it too. So when you get your kit, actually, or any, I call it a kit, when you get your shipment of inventory in, always do an open box party. It doesn't matter if it's for your VIP group, just for your friends. It doesn't have to be online even. Invite your friends over to your house. Hey, I got a new box of jewelry coming in today. Let's check it out. I'll have some hot chocolate or whatever it is you drink ready, and let the girls come in and go through it. Or do it online and show everybody. When you are doing an online, dress. I've seen people do these in their pajamas. Unless it's a pajama party, don't do it in your pajamas. Dress up. Put your jewelry on. Wear your jewelry wherever you go. I don't know how many times I can tell you that I've sold right off me. In the grocery store, at work, in the department stores, everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. And when people say, that is beautiful, and I say, it's only $5, they can't believe it. They buy it right off me. So I've learned to buy a bling bag, and now I carry my bling bag with me wherever I go. And it does have extra pieces in it. It's gonna be slow at first. You're not gonna sit in front of the camera for an hour a week, show your jewelry, and become a millionaire. It's not gonna happen. Sales are sales, and it doesn't matter what you sell. You have to build a client list. You have to get the clients. You have to get the customers to come to you. You have to figure out how to make that happen. It is not going to happen by itself. It's not. So if you think you're going to sit there and show your jewelry and tomorrow you're going to have 100 followers, not going to happen. Not going to happen. It happens slow. It happens slow. But it does happen. And it will happen gradually for you, but it will happen. Again, in a month, a little over a month, I think I've gained about 50 customers, which is huge. Not everybody happens that quickly. I think part of my success was that it was right around Christmas time. I think that was a lot of my success. They got to know me. They were looking for things to buy anyway, and I just happened to stumble on it at the right time. Your numbers. Make sure that when you're showing, you have a number, and you keep that number with the piece at all times. I made my own numbers. I'm cheap. So I took the little note cards, and you have to see if I put them right side on one side, wrong side on the other side. So when you're showing a piece, always have your number. Always have your number in view, because that's what they are going to comment on the timeline. And it gets very confusing if somebody says, mine, I want that, and you have no idea what they want. There's a lag. For some reason, there's a lag between what they post and when you see it. So sometimes you're on to the next piece of jewelry, and then you see, I want mine, and you have no idea what they're talking about. So make sure you have numbers. You can make homemade numbers, or you can buy them through Paparazzi. I think they're like $12 for the numbers. I'm not sure, but you can buy them. Make sure you do your shares for a free piece. Every 10 pieces that you buy from Paparazzi, Paparazzi gives you a free piece of jewelry. So when you do your lives, please share my video. I will put you in a drawing at the end for a free piece. That works great. Everybody shares the video. Everybody wants that free piece of jewelry. And even if they don't buy, they come in just so they can share, so they can win the free piece of jewelry. But that's okay because they're sharing, and you might get a couple of their friends that wander in and see what's going on. I do play a couple of games now and then. The games are fun. The games get everybody talking, and every time they post, it shows up on their news feed somewhere. One of the games that's very simple to do is so if I'm going to show 40 pieces of jewelry that night, I say to my friends, pick 5 numbers between 1 and 40, write them down and send them to me. And then you keep track of the number, they keep track of their numbers too. So, I write their numbers all down, and as I pick off the board, and I just randomly pick numbers. I don't have them in any order, but as I show, if one of their numbers is called, they cross their number off. It's called bingo basically, but the first one to get all 5 numbers says bingo, and they win a free piece, and that keeps everybody excited and everybody interacting and buying at the same time. They're having fun, they're spending money. Take the jewelry out of the package before you show. My biggest gripe is when somebody is showing and all you can hear is the paper. It's terrible, and it's louder over the video than it is actually in person. So make sure you unwrap all of your jewelry and have it ready, hanging on the wall, laid out on your table. Just please make sure it's unwrapped. It's distracting. People can't hear what you're saying, and it gets really tiring listening to it after just a few minutes. After you're live, or after any show, it doesn't matter if it's live or on Facebook, give everybody a personal touch somehow in their package. I give thank you cards. For everybody who orders from me the first time, they get a thank you card in their package. They also get... And right now, this is what I have, so this is what I use. But look at that. It's beautiful. When these run out, because you can only get them around the holidays, you can go online and you can order just plain pink. Or pick a color that you like. Pick a color that when they see this in their mailbox, they're going to get excited. Don't send it in just a plain white postal envelope that's boring. You want them excited when they see this package. So I do the package and I do the thank you cards. I also have little candies, and it doesn't matter what. These are just little hard candies. I throw a couple of little hard candies in their package. It's just a thank you from me. I didn't start with organza bags, but I use them now. And they're wonderful. If you can't afford organza bags, just buy some tissue paper. Tissue paper is cheap, and wrap the pieces up in the tissue paper. But make sure your pieces, especially your necklaces, are in something, because you don't want them to get your customers to get this beautiful piece of jewelry they just bought from you in the mail, and you don't want it to be all tangled. So make sure that somehow, sometimes I use little Ziploc bags, just the little ones, and I put it in and so that it doesn't get tangled. But now I've started the organza bags and the tissue paper, which gives it a really nice personal touch, and something in there that somebody, another consultant might not do. And the candies, they love the candies. They can't wait to open the package to see what kind of candy they got this time. After you've collected your money from your orders, place another order immediately. And I can't stress this enough. Place another order immediately. A lot of consultants on these videos say to you, well, once you have 200 pieces, you can then you can start putting some profits in your pocket. Let me tell you that I've had 250 or 300 pieces on my wall and sold every piece in a week. So what you don't want to do is short yourself on your orders. If you only purchase 50 pieces, that's all you're ever going to sell is 50 pieces. Try to build up a little bit of backstock. A couple of things that backstock does is, first of all, there have been many parties when I've said, I just don't have any more. And the girls wanted to keep going. And I probably could have sold another 20 or 30 pieces had I had the inventory. So I lost all of that because I did not have the inventory. But placing the order immediately ensures that it's here before your next party, which it took me a little while to get in the groove of. So I'm making 2 orders a week now. I order twice a week. Make sure you order, if you can, at least $100 worth so that you don't have to pay the shipping to Paparazzi, that they'll ship it for free after $100. I don't believe 200 pieces is enough. I'm going to tell you now that it's probably not going to be enough. 200 pieces on your wall is probably not going to be enough. That will sell in a week. It'll sell in a week. Once you get your customer base up there, it will sell in a week. I also have people that come to my home. People that live in town, people that live close to me, friends, family that come to my house at any time. They just drop by because they want to see what's on my wall. So I don't want them coming here and seeing that I've only got 10 pieces because I didn't order in time or because I didn't order enough. I want them to come in here and see that they have a lot of choices that they can. And this, speaking of life happens, my dog has, you can hear her, she's decided that it's time. In the meantime, of everything else going on, you can always be doing hostess parties. Always, always, always. You can do an in-home hostess party. You can do an online hostess party. And I will explain those a little bit further in my next video. I'm going to try to do a couple a week until I don't have time to do them anymore. So be always thinking about your hostess parties. Hostess parties get you in touch with whole other groups entirely of people that you don't normally see online. Just because your friend shares her video doesn't mean that everybody in her newsfeed sees it. But if you're hosting like a back office party or some type of a bling bash and it's a 3-day event on your Facebook page, her friends are going to wander in and check it out and see what it's all about. So you're actually going to gain customers, I think, quicker doing the hostess parties than actually on the shared videos. So make sure that you're doing your back office or your hostess parties all at the same time, and your lives. I do 2 lives a week. I would do 3 if I had the time. I would do 5 if I had the time. The lives are extremely important. Extremely important. The lives, people can see you, and they can see you in person, and they can see how you are, and they can see how much you love what you're selling, and they're going to want to buy it. Pictures on the internet, they work. They definitely work. But I don't see somebody holding that picture up and telling me, and I can't see it, how it shines, and I can't see how wonderful that piece of jewelry is from a picture on the internet. So do a whole lot of things. Mix it all up. Do as much as you can, do as little as you can. Make sure to thank all of your customers all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, how much their business means to you, and make them feel like they are just, because they are. They really are. They're your bread and butter here. And without them, you would be sitting here showing a video to nobody. So customer is always number one, always, always, always number one. I hope this helped you a little bit. I will advertise my information below if I can figure out how to do it. And a way to get in touch with me. Always feel free to get in touch with me. No question is a stupid question. No question is a silly question. And I'm happy to answer any and all questions, and happy to help out if you need some help. And remember, the only time that you fail is when you quit. So keep that in mind. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.